What's up, guys? We're finally back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for everyone who was here on the live last night. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I forgot to save, so this order never got complete. So I'm not going to redo that one. I'll figure out something else to do. I think in the meantime, maybe we should wait for this other order to restart. Or maybe we'll get another one? I'm not sure. Or we can go ahead and work on this story order. You know what? Let's just do that. We'll take this order. Usually those pay out a little bit more anyways. Hey, let's see what this guy needs. Oh, he needs all kinds of stuff. Okay. Well, that's fine. And we got to change all the fluids. Of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and move this car inside. I want to upgrade the garage today. That's my big goal. So I'm going to go until I have enough money, which is 10,000 credits, I think, right? Let me double check. Yes, 10,000 credits, and we are going to expand the garage. That's the big goal. So we're not going to get there by not working, so let's go ahead and check all these items that need to be replaced. Some clutch work is going to be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that, because I'm pretty sure I need an engine stand. Can I get an engine stand? I don't think I can. No, that's engine tools right there. Yep, see, I need the garage expansion first. Alright, well, let's try it. Alright, so first things first, we have our starter that needs to be replaced. We have our transmission parts down here that need to be replaced. And we have some cams, some spark plugs. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this starter off. Start with that. Oh, this bolt's rusty. Alright. Pull that off. We'll pull the fuel filter off. And we will pull these ignition wires off. I want to say I needed spark plugs, right? Oh, those go in the ignition wires? Or oh no, they're still in here. All right, let me pull those guys out. Alright. Alright, let's come over here. Now here comes the fun part. We have to pull this timing cover off. Never mind, we gotta pull this serpentine belt off. And this serpentine belt. Which we cannot until we pull this roller off. And now this serpentine belt. And this camshaft pulley. Water pump. Oh! I forgot to drain some fluids. Okay. That's fine. And the alternator. Alright, now let me see what all needs to be changed out of these guys so far. So, new alternator for sure, new water pump, serpentine belt, roller, serpentine belt, spark plug. Okay, so far everything needs to be changed pretty much that I've taken off. Alright. So we also need a new serpentine belt here. We need a new belt tensioner here. Man, this car is a pile of crap. Let's take this camshaft out. We can, or the cam gear, I'm sorry. Okay. And I believe that's all for this part right here. Let me go ahead and put those guys on order. And we'll go shopping. Don't need a steering rack. Or a wheel hub bearing. Or an outer tie rod. I forgot to, or that. I forgot to get rid of my last shopping list. Okay, anyways, let's go shopping. So first things first, we need an alternator. It's not in here. It's going to be in electrical parts. Isn't it? Yep, there it is. Okay, so we have our alternator. Get rid of that. We need our water pump. Get that. A serpentine belt. Oh, 4 spark plugs. I believe they're in here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got those. Another serpentine belt. A fuel filter. A timing belt. Ignition wires. Oh, that's not going to be in here. Cam gear. That'll be in here. Fuel filter. Alright, let's see what I got so far. Alright, let's start putting some of this stuff back together. So, cam gear. We should have a new one of those. Timing belt, new one of those. Ooh, I forgot to buy that. The tensioner. Tensioner. Oh, and I forgot to buy a starter. I think I forgot to buy a starter. Let me check. I did indeed forget to buy a starter. It's going to be an electronics. Yep, there it is. And I think that was all. Oh, I don't think I got the ignition wires. Yeah, buy those too. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's put this guy on. And we can throw our timing cover back on. I love these easy engines. I did put the belt back on, right? I did put the belt back on. Okay. New alternator. Oh, I forgot to buy the alternator? How? I swore I bought the alternator. Oh, wrong section. It's in... it's gonna be in electronics. Alternator, alternator, alternator. I swear to God I bought this alternator. If I have 2, I'm gonna be pissed. I have 2 fuel filters. No, I don't. Anyways. Alright, now we can throw the new water pump on. I love these big overhaul jobs, man. I feel like they're the most fun. And the idler roller that I also forgot to buy. Whoops. I don't even think I added it to my freaking shopping list. I'm still waking up, guys. I apologize. It's tough to get started as a mechanic for the day. You know, you gotta have coffee. You gotta get your life together. Where's this roller at? There we go. Brand new idler roller. Idle roller. Alright, that's that. So we go back here to the car status. Replace the alternator, the tensioner. We haven't done the fuel yet. Did this guy. Timing belt and the water pump. Cool. I'm sorry, didn't we do the belt too? Did I miss the belt? No, I did the belt. Right? Yeah. Why is it still highlighted? Oh well. Okay, anyways. Oil filter, not yet. Let's go ahead and replace these wires. Let's go in here into part mount mode. Put the starter on. And now that we have the starter on, we can put the spark plugs in. Brand new. Brand new. Brand new. And brand new. Now we can put some ignition wires on. And our fuel filter. Alright, that does... Oh, wait, I forgot something big. In the fuse box. Oh no, we have to change a couple relays. That's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and buy those real quick. That'll be in electronics, I assume. Relay type B. And a relay type A. Too easy. Okay, now that the relays are fixed, the starter, the fuel filter, and all of the belts, let's go ahead out of here. Okay, so get rid of those. Get rid of that. And all of this. All right, so all that's left is our radiator. Is that radiator cap? Probably. Our fuel pump, clutch release bearing, and clutch plate. Okay, so here's the deal with this clutch stuff. That's going to be difficult. But I think we'll make it work. I need to take this radiator out, though. And buy a new one. Okay. Put the new radiator in. Ooh, I didn't drain the fluids, but I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, because I took the water pump out. So that already drained all the coolant. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so what is left for this vehicle? I didn't mean to do that. We got a bad fuel pump. We already knew that, though. Okay, so oil, filter, clutch stuff back here, and then a fuel pump. Okay. I'm gonna change this fuel pump if we can. All right, let's go ahead and get this new fuel pump in. And there we go. All right, we can close the trunk, and now we have to take apart the transmission. So let's raise her up. Let's raise you up all the way. We gotta get up under there. All right, now this is gonna be fun. This is the biggest job I've done so far. So we gotta take this drive shaft off. Alright, and 4 bolts up at the front right here. Alright, drive shaft is removed. Let's take this. I'm sorry, I have to take the starter back off. Well, I should have left that off, shouldn't I? Alright, we're pulling the gearbox off. And there we go. Alright, so our clutch release bearing needs to go. And our... not the pressure plate. But the clutch plate itself. Alright. So clutch plate and release bearing. Throw those guys onto the shopping list. Now let's go ahead and buy some new ones while we're here. Ooh, they're not going to be in here. It's going to be in gearboxes. Clutch plate. I thought it was going to be in gearboxes. Ah, there we go. Okay, why is the release bearing not in here? Okay, there it is. I'm not a big fan of how the different shops work. I wish they would all just kind of communicate with each other. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just put this transmission back together. then we'll go ahead and do the oil change while it's up here. All right. And I believe we need to slap the starter back on. Yes, we do. Okay, and now we can put the drive shaft back on. All right, there we go. So if I'm not mistaken, we are done with that stuff. We just need to change the oil filter, which I'll go ahead and buy one now. And that should be the last thing I have to buy. Oil. Oh, I always forget what kind of oil filter I need to get. That's okay. I'll just take this one off and then do the whole shopping list thing. Oh, an i4. Okay. Buy a new one. Slap that new one on. Too easy. Okay. Now let's go ahead and drain this oil out. So we'll move this to under the vehicle. Use that equipment. Drain all that old stuff out. Cool. Now that's done, we'll move it back. And lower this car. Bring her on down. I can bring it all the way down to the ground. It's been a pretty fun job. I've enjoyed this one. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and add some oil. Can't forget that. I don't want to send my customer out without any oil in the car after I just did all this work. That'd be catastrophic. Alright. Oil's good. Now, I want to say I need to drain a lot of these fluids. Don't need to do that anymore. Change oil is done. So change brake fluid, change coolant, and power steering. Okay, that's kind of what we always do, so no big deal. Additional tools, drain that junk. Get that old stuff out. And, oh crap, I screwed up. And go ahead and refill her. Now I'll just repeat this process a couple more times. Alright, there we go. Let's do the same for our coolant. I don't think we have any left, honestly. Let me just add the fluid and see if it gives me the task completion, because remember I drained it all over the floor. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I like that worked. Thank you. And let's go ahead and service this guy up. Sorry, does this car not have an intake? It didn't have an intake right here. Wow. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Look. It's just an open throttle body right here. Why would he do that? Oh. Well, here's the intake over here. Oh, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. Can I buy an intake? Buy an air filter. Is there not like a sports intake? I guess not. I mean, there's an intake manifold. He already has that. He just doesn't have an actual intake. Well, he does, it's just not connected. Oh well, not my problem. It's not on the list. It's gonna be a problem soon, though. I'm gonna be sucking all kinds of crap into that throttle body. At least his fluids are topped off. That's what I'm talking about. That's everything. We're done. Close the hood on this guy and finish this order. Oh yeah, look at that payout. Almost $3,500. That's what I'm talking about. And we went up a level. Let's go. Okay, so how many points do we have now? We have 1 point. I'm going to save it up and increase my screwing speed again, I think. Because changing all these tires gets old quick. Alright, let's go ahead and sell... Oh, I got a crate. Let's open this guy up. See what we are going to pick. Last time I picked 4 and 5. This time I'll go with 2. 56 salvage parts. That's cool. And 5. And another case. Wow. It's like a free reroll. Alright, we'll pick number 1. And number 2. 120 bucks. Can't beat it. Sell this alternator. I accidentally bought 2 of those. Because I'm an idiot. And we'll sell all our parts. And we're so close to, we're so close to that $10,000 mark. I feel like 1 or 2 more jobs will be there. Other tasks, other tasks. Okay. This has a bonus of XP. Oh, this guy's having transmission problems. Okay, you know what? We'll do the next story mission. Screw it. Ah, check this thing out. All right, let's move it inside. Hopefully, the end of this job will get us to that $10,000 mark. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Nothing is discovered. Okay. Well, how about that? Well, that means we got to do some diagnostics, guys, which is fun. So we need to go in here, and we need to. Let's start with the OBD scanner. See, we can't find anything wrong with this thing. Couple bad spark plugs, ignition coil, another ignition coil. Alright, so we're having some spark issues. That's pretty fair. Let's run the compression tester. Ooh, we got some bad cams, some bad pistons. Oh, no way, we get to tear this engine apart. That's exciting. Let's do the multimeter test. The car's pretty solid electrically. That's fine. What else? The fuel pressure test. Let's see if we're missing fuel from anywhere. Alright. Fuel's good, and last but not least, let's check some tire tread. From the engine, which is pretty cool. Wish all cars were like that. Alright, tires look good. So let's go ahead and take another look at our list here. So we have a bad camshaft, a couple bad ignition coils, a couple bad pistons, and some spark plugs. You know what that means, guys. We got to take this thing to the test track and see what else is wrong with it. Let's do it. So I'll open up my map here. We'll go to the test track. And we'll bring this guy with us. The engine can't be started. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like we got to fix some stuff first. What do you mean the engine can't be started? Freaking serious? And there's our bad spark plugs. Okay. I bet if we fix the spark plugs, the engine can be started. I don't know. Let's fix what we know is wrong with it, and then we'll figure out the rest. So the camshaft, ignition coils, pistons, and spark plugs. Those all need to be fixed first things first. So we got to tear apart this head. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the ignition coils out. Oh man, we got to do some bottom end work too? That's crazy. Rusted bolt. I need an engine stand bad, especially if we're going to be doing all this in-depth engine work. Alright, these spark plugs are bad. They got to go. I gotta take off all the timing covers and all that crap. Right? Maybe. Let's see. Let's see if I can't just pull these guys out. The camshafts have to go. Okay. Can't pull you out. Probably because there's something under here that's holding you in. Probably some sort of timing chain. Ah, there it is. Let's pull this guy out. Oh, that cam gear's got to go too. Holy. I gotta take stuff out on the other side. Let's take this chain off. We just need to rip this whole thing apart, honestly. Alright, cam gear's gone. Take everything off the other side over here. I can't do that until I take off a bunch of other stuff. Okay, that's fine. Serpentine belt's coming off. No, it's not. Roller's coming off. And the serpentine belt. And the crankshaft pulley. I love how we don't have to worry about timing in this game. That would be very painful if we had to reset timing every single time. Alright. So now, this roller's got to come off. Sorry, this tensioner's got to come off. This roller. This belt. This roller. Actually, I don't think the roller has to come off at all. We can just take the gear out. Alright, now the camshaft can come out. Now, unfortunately, we got to take the whole head off. So, we got to take the throttle off. We're ripping this thing apart. Intake manifold's got to come off. Alright. Fuel injector's got to come out. Oh my god, I really need to be able to rip this engine out. Let me take these camshaft caps off. This is gonna be painful. Ripping engines apart is fun. However, putting them back together is dangerous work. Let's pull this cam out. Alright, let's pull this head off. Never mind. Let's take this exhaust off. Never mind. Let's take this turbocharger off. Alright, turbo's gone. Exhaust manifold's coming off. Bye-bye. And there we go. We got just a regular old engine head right here with nothing but an idle or roller on it that needs to come off. Alright, the head's off. Alright, we got our pistons right here. Obviously, we can't pull those guys off yet. Alright, we gotta raise the car up. And pull things out of the bottom end of the engine. We're basically ripping this whole engine out. I mean, all the way down to the pistons is crazy. Alright, so... to get to... let's take this crankshaft out. If we can, we cannot. Well, I guess we gotta take the pistons off first, don't we? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure how to do this without an engine stand. Guess I could just pull the whole block out, can't I? Just gotta rip everything off. I don't want to do that, though. I want to just be able to take these out. Take out the gearbox. Oh my god. This is a big job. I might have bit off more than I could chew with this one. I need to be able to pull this camshaft out. But I think to pull the camshaft out, I have to pull the pistons out. But to pull the pistons out, I don't know what's holding them in. Let me try this again. Yeah, without the proper tools, this is ridiculous. Yeah, see, I definitely can't pull that out, because I have to pull the pistons off first. Maybe I need to get under it. Let's try that. Pull the oil pan off. I did not drain the oil. My bad. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So I can pull the pistons out, the bad ones. And pull this rod cap off. Well, I took a bunch of unnecessary crap off the engine. That's on me. Okay, that's one bad piston. And here's the other bad piston. Okay. Now let me relower down the car. And put this bad boy back together. Well, first let me pull these pistons out. Alright. Let's get some new pistons. Let's, everything that we have, go ahead and get these guys on order. New rod caps. A new camshaft, cam gear, timing chain. 2 new spark plugs, ignition coil, ignition coil. Alright, I feel like once we put all of this back together, we should be okay. At least the car will start, right? So let's do piston with Conrod. I need 2 of those. Let's go rod cap. I need 2 of those. We need a new camshaft. New cam gear. New timing chain. 2 new spark plugs and 2 new ignition coils, which are both in tuning. 2 new spark plugs. And 2 ignition coils. We'll just get everything off the shopping list. Okay. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and mount our pistons down here. We didn't get new piston rings, but we don't really need them. Those are still in decent shape. And I can put the head back on. Now that the head's back. Now that the head is back on, I could just start reassembling everything. So intake manifold. I really didn't need to take the head. I mean, I didn't have to take all of this stuff off, but it's okay. Throttle can go back on. I just got to be careful here not to miss anything. I feel like I'm seeing some suspension issues. I feel like the steering rack right here is going to be, or the front drive shaft is going to be an issue. We'll find out when we take it to the test track. Hopefully this bad boy runs. Put our exhaust back on. And our turbocharger. Okay, nothing goes right there, suspiciously enough. Alright, so let's throw some camshafts down in here. Throw another one in here. We'll put the little covers on. And last but not least, the last camshaft cap. Alright, with that, we could throw in our cam gear, the new one we bought. Our timing chain. And our second cam gear, which was still good. We didn't have to change that one. We put the cover back on this side. Alright, now on this side we will put the cam gear on. Slap this serpentine belt back on. And put the tensioner back on. We've almost got a fully rebuilt engine. Well, not fully rebuilt, but partially rebuilt. Crankshaft pulley, the single bolt that holds it all together, and our secondary serpentine belt. Beautiful. Alright, that's everything up here. Let's go ahead and put the cover back on. Actually, let's put our spark plugs in first. Put the two new ones in. And the two slightly used ones. Now the head can go back on. And the ignition coils. All right, so that's that. We have rebuilt everything that came with this. All the issues we've had. Oh, I didn't change the camshaft? I did two changes the camshaft. Why is it saying I didn't? Excuse me? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, and I forgot to change the rod caps. You know what? I screwed up. Oh well. I should have checked it as I was going. I didn't even put the new rod caps back on, actually. That's okay. That's why we make lists. That guy out, change the cam gear. Take these guys off again. God bless it. This is what you call rework. The enemy. Still can't take you off because of the timing cover over here. I can't take you off because of the belt. And I can't take you off because of the roller. I just got a little overwhelmed with the big job. Happens to the best of us. Alright, now I should be able to pull that camshaft back out. But I'm confused. Is this not the good one? Does it have to be, like, replaced? Oh, with a minimum of 72%. Well, shoot. Okay. Looks like I gotta swap this. I think I accidentally put the brand new one on this side instead of the side that it needed to be on. It's okay. No big deal. So I just got to swap these guys around. Okay. That was a lot of work for a little bit of result. And apparently the spark plugs that I changed are no good as well. So this guy needs to come out. This one's good, but this one is not. So let me go ahead and fix that while I got it. While I'm thinking about it. Okay, let's see if the list is updated. So the camshaft is good. I have to replace the cam gear. The pistons are good. Spark plugs are good. I do need the timing chain. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and mount these guys back down. Forgot that I took fuel injectors out too. I gotta get better, guys. I'm gonna send some dangerous cars out. That's not good. All right, last but not least, now we can put the head back on. Finally. Right, here, let me double check. Just double check. Okay. The cam gear needs to go back on. The rod caps need to go back on. Okay, so new timing chain. Do I have a new timing chain? I do. Okay, perfect. And the cam gear B. Forgot I gotta get a new one of those. Okay, let's just get that. Cam gear B. Buy a new one of those. There we go. So that should have taken care of that. Yep. No, wait, that was cam gear A. Oh well, whatever. I'm losing my mind. This car's a pile of junk. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our new ignition coils in. Make sure we prioritize the ones that are right here in the middle. And the other ones can be whatever. Should just buy a whole new set, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, now on this side over here, we need to put this back together. Which will lead us to this belt. Which will lead us to this tensioner. Which will lead us to a timing cover. Okay, and down here we have our crankshaft pulley and another belt. Alright, let's take a look around the engine, see if I missed anything. Intake manifold looks whole. The exhaust looks good. Nothing missing from down here. Alright. Alright, let's raise this bad boy back up, put our new rod ends in, and put the oil pan back on. And we need to refill the oil. I feel like we need to refuel something else too. I don't know, we'll see. Rod cap, brand new. So shiny. I love it. And another rod cap. Crap. Oil pan. Can't forget the oil pan. Boom. Alright, that's that. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, I did all of the jobs that I could. Everything else is not discovered. And I gotta change the oil anyway, so... I already drained the oil. I did it accidentally. Let's just fill this bad boy up, and then we're gonna take it for a test drive. We'll see if it starts this time. It should start. I've replaced a lot of stuff. Alright, she's full of oil. Let's go to the map over here. Let's go to our test track. And we'll bring this coolant fluid missing. Gosh darn it. I forgot to put coolant in it. When did I drain the coolant? Or maybe it just didn't have any to begin with. Yeah, who knows. Okay, can we go now? Perfect. How do I change my view? I want to change my view. B? Nope. I'm just gonna start pressing random buttons. I don't know. Oh well, we'll just go in first person. Whoa, that turbo sounds cool. Alright, acceleration test. Full throttle, let's go. Alright, oh god, the brakes. The brakes might be a problem. Suspension test. Okay, and we have a brake test. Boom. Alright, what are our results? Oh my god, bad rubber bushing, front sway bar, another rubber bushing, wheel hub, clutch plate. Holy crap, this car sucks. Huh. Okay. Well, at least we know what's wrong with it now. Everything. Let's go ahead and mark all these. Oh my god, look at all these bushings. And there's more parts not discovered? What do I have to do here? How? How are they not discovered? I'm so confused. Thought I ran every test there was. Did I forget one? No, there's no way. There's no way I forgot one. I hate this car. This sucks. Okay. Clutch plate, front drive shaft, front sway bar. So we're gonna have to raise this bad boy up. Well, first things first, let's take off our tire. And we pulled the axle out. Let's pull this wheel hub bearing. We need to pull this end link out. This front sway bar can't come out because of this over here. Can't come out because of this tire. Alright, let's take this tire off. And we'll pull this front drive axle. Okay, now the other wheel bearing can go. And this front end link. And the sway bar. Also pull this rubber bushing while we got it. And this, I want to say the front drive shaft needs to go too, right? Yep. Front drive shaft can come too. Another rubber bushing here. This rubber bushing too. Yeah, bolt's gonna be a little rusty. We'll spray it down. Okay. And another rubber bushing right here. Holy rubber bushings. Alright, that should be all the rubber bushings and everything up front. So now we have to take this gearbox off, which is going to require some work. Actually, I'll save that for last. Let's do everything else first. This rubber bushing's got to go. The sway bar's got to go. What's holding it in? Something in the suspension is holding it in. Ah. Gotta take these tires off too. Yeah, like I said, this car is a piece of junk. Okay, so now we gotta take the... If we want to change this guy, we got to take this off. From both sides. No, and this rubber bushing too. Pretty much every rubber bushing on this car is bad. Which is pretty impressive if you think about it. Alright, and let's take this tire off. I don't like this angle. That's better. Okay. Take off this rear end link. And now we can remove the sway bar. Wow. That took a lot. Okay. So I pulled all the bushings from back here. And the sway bar. That should be everything that I need, aside from the clutch. Let me just go ahead and start adding all this stuff to the shopping list. I forgot I had all this stuff. Okay, well, none of that needs to go on the shopping list for now. I'm gonna go buy everything. And get rid of it. How many of these do I need? 9. Okay. Front drive shaft. 2 wheel hub bearings. And, oh crap. A front sway bar. I missed it. Sway. We'll just type in sway. Front sway bar. Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and start replacing some of this crap. So new front sway bar is going to go in. Let's do the front drive shaft, actually. I'm sorry, what does that even connect to? I am very confused. It literally doesn't connect to anything. It should connect to the wheels, right? I don't know. Oh, it does. Okay. I was concerned. Excuse me, can I zoom out, please? New wheel hub bearing. Put this sway bar back in. And we'll put this axle back in. You know, I just realized we're probably going to take all this crap back off to get to the gearbox. Let me leave the tires off for now. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? And the rear sway bar can go in. Along with all these rubber bushings. I think I forgot to get a rubber bushing. Shoot. Really? Interesting. There we go. All right, cool. One more down here. And let's put the suspension back together. Which should just consist of, yep, the sway bar and links. All right, that's it. Put this tire back on. And we'll go do the other side. Alright, let's see how we're looking. So it looks like the only thing left is the clutch plate and the parts that I didn't discover. Which I don't know how to figure out what those are. Ah, I missed a rubber bushing? Where? Ah, right here. Shame. Do I have another one? Do. Too easy. Get rid of that. Alright, now let's figure out this clutch. Alright, what do we need to do to take you off? Okay, well, to take you off, we gotta take off the front drive shaft. Which means we gotta pull these axles back off. Whoops. You know I love my rework. Okay, drive shaft can go. Gear, I just need to... From the engine bay, are you freaking kidding me? Why can't I just get it from here? Okay. Gotta take the starter off. Okay, now I gotta put the car back up. Isn't that exciting? Alright. Now we can take our gearbox cover off. Little WD-40. Alright, what needs to be changed? Is it the flywheel? The clutch plate. And the front drive shaft. I thought I changed... Oh, no. I did. I just need to put it back in. Okay. So let's pull off the clutch release bearing. The pressure plate. Stuck bolt. WD-40. It's like magic. And the clutch plate. Look, we should replace this flywheel, too. This thing's in terrible shape. Maybe that's another part that's bad that I didn't discover. Let's see. It is! Oh, that's so sick. Okay, cool. Alright, well. Let's go ahead and add those guys to our shopping list. So, we need a flywheel and a clutch plate. That's not gonna be here. There we go. Part assembly. Brand new flywheel. Brand new clutch plate. Hello, Diana the Duck. Welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us. Alright. And we can put the gearbox back on. How exciting. Now we got to do a little bit of investigational research to figure out what's wrong. We got to figure out what else is wrong with the car. I ignored you this morning? What? I didn't even see you message me. Wait, what needs to get back on? The starter. Forgot. Alright, now that that's done, let's check our list real quick. So the clutch plate is good. I never put the front drive shaft back in. Forgot I gotta raise it back up. Alright, let's go ahead and reassemble. Oh, crap. That's not what I meant to do. Let's go ahead and reassemble that. Front drive shaft needs to go back in. And this guy. And this guy. I'm sorry, I must not have seen it. I was having some issues with the stream. I'm using a different software now to stream, and I'm not quite sure how to use it, if I'm being completely honest. So I didn't see any messages come through. I apologize. I think I have it set up correctly now, because I'm seeing them now. Yeah, I'll put this other tire back on. All right. So, I believe we have a put-together car, if I'm not mistaken. However, we still don't know. We're looking for a couple more parts. So what I need to do is go into examination mode. There we go. All right, let's check the exhaust. The exhaust looks fine. Rear suspension looks fine. We'll check all this suspension back here. We gotta find out what else is wrong with this car. Alright, everything back here looks fine. Let's check this side. Yeah, I remember that. We were playing Repo, right? Or no, we were playing Backrooms. I remember. Those were good times. Okay, I can't seem to figure out what's wrong with this car. Checked all the suspension. Oh, I'm missing something from the engine. Check that. Oh, okay. Nothing in the cooling, intercooler. Is the coolant reservoir okay? Sure is. Air intake. Let's check it again. Yeah, we'll have to hop back on at some point. It's been a while since we've all gotten on together. But it was a lot of fun. Alright, let's bring this car down. And we'll go back into examination mode. We gotta find out what's wrong with this darn thing. Did I check the fuel? I don't know if I checked the fuel. Hold on. Let's try this again. I mean, the fuel obviously worked because I drove the car. Did I figure out anything else? Nope. Okay, hold on. Check the fuel pressure test. I feel like I did this already and the pumps were good. Yeah, see, everything looks fine. Ooh, play solo? No, I don't think so. I'm good. Alright, well, you know what? I can't seem to figure out what's wrong with this darn car. Something in the inside? I feel like I've checked literally everything. Am I missing something? Tires are good. Fuses, exhaust. I mean, the whole thing. The whole thing's good. Unless I'm missing something that's just blatantly obvious. Which I don't think I am. You know what? I can't even finish it, can I? Come on, give me something here. Alright, part not discovered, part not discovered, part not discovered. Okay. Alright, what do we gotta do here? What do we gotta do to discover these parts that are bad? How do we do that? It's gotta be something in the engine. It's gotta be. Did I see anything rusty in there? I don't think I did. Radiator looks fine. The intercooler looks fine. It's got to be something inside. This is going to drive me crazy. I wish there was a way I could just, like, I don't know, have another mechanic come and help me. Should I take it for another test drive? Try it again? Let's see. Why not? Let's go. Oh my god, I wrecked it. Oh. Well, that's certainly not good. Heh. It's a little bit too fast now. This thing runs like a dream. Alright, acceleration test. Nail it. Go, 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 go. I wonder if there's an ABS problem. My brake's gonna be locking up. Alright, let's see if it got us anything good this time. Oh no, everything looks fine. Crap. I don't want to start ripping apart this engine. I guess we're gonna have to. I've already done that. I don't want to do that again. I just don't know, guys. I feel like I've examined the whole car. Do examination mode again? See if I missed anything? Everything in the engine looks fine. Everything in the back looks fine. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, here's the plan. I don't have one. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna sell... Let me just go ahead and sell all the crap that I have in my inventory. Sell everything. Everything under 60%. Sell this too. Can I just freaking pay it out already? Let me see here. Let's come up with a plan. I don't know. Is there anything missing? Let's see if there's anything missing. Just from the car in general. No, the exhaust looks fine. Everything back here looks fine. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have a... Oh, it does have a fuel pump. That's what to say. If it didn't have a fuel pump, it wouldn't start. Rear muffler. Well, this guy's rusty right here. Well, that's just a bolt. Just a rusty bolt. Okay. Another rusty bolt there. Let's go back up here to the engine side. Everything looks good in the drivetrain area. I mean, everything just looks fine. Be electrical? I thought I already changed some fuses, though. Did I? Let's check it again. Well, it's not in the fuse box. Not the tires. Oh boy. Well, I don't rightly know. I don't know. I gotta get rid of this car somehow. Or you know what? Here's what I'll do. Just spend the $2,500 on a second lift. There we go. Now I can at least work on something else in the meantime until I figure out what's wrong with this darn thing. I think I need to pull the engine out, but to do that, I need an engine stand. To do that, I need to expand my garage. I just don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. And I don't know how to diagnose it. Like, are the wheels misaligned? That could possibly be it. I don't know. Let's take a different order. What do you need? Change oil, replace filters, suspension rattling, car is hard to control, poor brake performance. Let's do this one. Move you to car lift B. And we'll open you up, see what's going on. ABS pump, brake caliper, brake disc, brake pads. Okay, too easy. Let's pop the hood on this guy. And let's check and see what parts need to be replaced. So the ABS pump needs to be replaced. Take this guy off. Oh my god, that's a lot of bolts. Okay. I'll go ahead and get a new one real quick while we're here. Ah, I forgot that's electronic. Throw the module back on. Too easy. All right, let's take some tires off. I'll bring it up to face level. It's a little bit easier that way. All right, this brake caliper's got to go. Brake pads and the disc back there. Okay. Alright, got that off. Let's change this brake caliper. Go ahead and buy a new one while we're here. Just add it to the shopping list. It's not in here. It's in here. Boom. New brake caliper. Man, that's so easy. I wish I could do that in real life. Just buy parts as I need them. Just deliver them straight to my hands. Be pretty cool. Alright, that tire's done. Let's see what's going on here. So this one's actually the brake pads, it looks like. I bet you those wheels need to be aligned. I wonder if that's the issue. But I can't do that until I get the test track. New brake pads. Put the brake caliper back on. I wish you could bleed the brakes too. That'd be pretty cool. And we'll put the tire on. Crisscross pattern. Star pattern. Okay. And we'll come back to this side. And this should be our last one. And this one looks like it's just the brake disc itself. Oh yeah, that thing's dirty. All right, new brake disc coming this way. And the tire's going back on. And I think that'll finish the job. That's everything, right? Yep. All right. Quick little 1,500 bucks. And we're done. All right, how much is this test track again? Wait, where is it? Right here. Test path. I need 10,000 credits. See, I ain't got it like that. Let's detail this car. Might as well, right? Sure. Clean it up. $160 credits. I don't care. Look how shiny it is now. We have a problem in the interior? Is there something missing? No. Car status. Yeah, these parts not discovered are gonna drive me freaking crazy. I don't know what to do. I've tried driving the car. Short of like, I mean, is the body okay? Yeah? Oh. Body looks fine. I like how I could just take the whole door off. That's pretty cool. Hey, if I put it all back on, it's shiny. Wait a second. Oh, I can't take this part off. Alright, you know what? We're gonna move this car. Put it outside for now, and we'll come back to it. You stay there. I don't want you anymore. You frustrated me. It sounds good though, listen to it. Sick. Alright, what other orders we got? Knock sound coming from suspension. The filters need to be replaced. And poor brake performance. Let's do this one. Oh my god, this thing is not looking too hot. Show on car lift A. We'll go ahead and get another car in here too. We'll do filters, why not? Let's replace some filters. Alright, we got two cars right here. This one's having suspension issues. This one needs new filters. This thing is clean. I like this. It's cool. Air filter, fuel filter, oil filter. Okay. Fuel filter. Air filter. And put her up on the lift. Take out that oil filter. Actually, why don't I just fix everything I have right now? Air filter. Fuel filter. Air filter. Fuel filter. Boom. Done. They're gonna pay me like 20 bucks for this. I can already see it coming. Air filter cover back on. Boom, boom, boom. I love how it just does not connect to anything. That's actually pretty funny. I wonder why it's like that. I wonder if that's just a glitch in the game, or... Because look, I mean, your throttle body's right here. And it's just open down there. That's so weird. Okay, anyways. Go ahead and raise this bad boy up. All the way so I can get that oil filter out. And hopefully I don't get leaked on. I did not. Well, that's not very realistic. That oil filter. And this should put me up to the next level. Hopefully. Yep, $89. Hey, there we go. I leveled up. I am level 5. That's so sick. Okay, what kind of perks should we unlock? We have discount. I could do 2. No. Yeah, I have 3 points. I could do... No, I can't. I can't do that. Okay, I could do this. Increase screwing speed. Movement speed. Let's do this one right here. Mounting and unmounting speed. And then we'll do another unscrewing speed. Yeah. 10% faster. That's going to save us so much time. All right, what's up with you? Front shocks... Front... Blah, 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 blah. Okay. You guys know what I was trying to say. Man, the money is coming slow. This is quite the shame, honestly. Oh, I need to take this guy off. Okay. Want to do that. Gotta take this off. To do that, I gotta take this off. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, everything's so rusted. It's gross. Alright, let's take this. Oh, I didn't mean to take off the ECU. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, now that I got that out, let's take this outer tie rod out, which means I gotta take this tire off. Okay, and there was one other thing. Forget what it was. Back here. Rear shock absorber. I could just take that right out. Cool. Alright, I come over here to the spring remover tool. Separate these parts. And take them off. Okay. Let me just delete everything from my shopping list. Go to my inventory. I need this, this, and this. Twins parts. Boom. Got the new cap. Got the new spring. I can put that on. Let's put the new tie rod on first. We can put the tire on while we're here. And we come over to this side, slap our shock absorber back on. Nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. And we can put this sway link on. And the tire. This tire could use some love, but that's okay. He's not paying me to change the tire. Alright, and now back here. We just need to replace this shock absorber. It's weird that it's one bolt. Where else does it mount? Alright, that's everything. And I made a little bit of moolah. What do you got? Brake problems, suspension rattling, and other tasks. Oh, the list is not provided. I gotta find out what's wrong with it. How exciting. I need to figure out what's wrong with this other car. Oh, look at this. I got a little tool bench over here. Lots of fluids. I wish there was something here that would help me figure out what's wrong with that other vehicle. Like a magic button or something. But there's not. And that's so sad. Because I want to upgrade... car wash. Customization. I'm not going to waste any money on that. Alright, well, you know what, guys? I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you for hanging out during my live.